Hey everybody, and as you can see, it's Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. We're here at Nintendo's press event where we're actually able to kind of hop throughout the whole game, which is exactly what we're going to do. So here's the main menu. You've got single match, circuit, mission, and there's like a gallery of information and whatnot about the Olympic Games. We're going to hop into single matches to give you guys an idea of what to expect. So you've got all these different games out here on the outside. Athletics, gymnastics, shooting, archery, table tennis, fencing, aquatics, rowing, your Olympic Games. Then you've also got dream events, which are sort of like goofier variations of those that have kind of like more fantastic rules. We're gonna hop into, let's do aquatics. You can choose your event.
100 meters freestyle.
You can choose a number of players. Game sports up to 4. And here we've got the character select, just to give you an idea of kind of like the broad range. There's basically 4 types of characters, and they're all broken up kind of into their types. So up here you've got the power types with, your bruisers. You've got the well-rounded characters. And as you see, there's a mix of Sonic and Mario folks. And here you've got the speed type with our boy Sonic, and the skill type. I don't exactly know how Eggman is skill, but whatever. And okay, so we're doing some swimming. So let's pick Sonic because we know he does okay in water. You can see each of the characters is rated on speed, power, skill, and stamina. And the game kind of alternates between using the nunchuck and the remote, depending on the event. In this particular case, let's see what we're doing here. Go to the controls. So this one is a nunchuck and remote. And you pretty much just have to follow the on-screen prompts, and then there's going to be a whole lot of swimming. So let's do it. And there's a whole lot of this.
No way.
And there's a lot of balance because you have like a stamina meter. So you want to make sure that you kind of balance out how you're doing with the little stamina heart that you've got there, which you kind of refill by pressing B. And not so good. But Sonic runs, so let's try a track event so I can kind of get back some dignity. There's even a replay, and in my case, it's totally embarrassing. So we'll go ahead here, and I'm going to back out to an event. So we're going to do track, and as you saw, there's all different types, and like with all the cool games, there's plenty to unlock. Go up in here. Now,
Here we go.
gotta be able to do Sonic, right? And so here we go. We got a good spread of people.
In lane 4, Sonic. Leave it on your marks. Get set.
And there's a whole lot of this. Oh.
I could have done better.
Sonic's not having a really good run. Now, I mean, those are pretty typical events, but now we're going to try something that's a little bit more Olympic, which is archery.
Archery.
This one's a little trickier. And I'm actually going to use Tails because he's a skill type. Alright, so for archery, it's a little trickier. This is kind of like a multi-part thing. So you hold down A and B, and so you have your cursor set, and you push it forward, and you pull back, and then what you want to do is you want to move the nunchuck. Ooh.
Nice.
The nunchuck and the remote both control 2 different cursors, and you want to align them both. Tricky thing is, it's kind of like walking and patting your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time, because there's wind that you have to take into account, and the The remote cursor moves kind of normally, but this one is kind of on almost like flight controls. So it's a little crazy. But it does take, but once you get used to it, it's not that bad. I'm apparently real fond of the 8-point shots. I'm shooting for a bullseye here.
Ready.
All right. As you can see, the wind is kind of a pain, and you kind of see it on screen, and you need just to kind of make sure and try and compensate as best you can. Still not super easy, but I mean, it is fun. The game isn't quite as it's not quite as arcadey as something like Wii Sports. There's a little bit more technique to it, which, you know, makes it a little bit deeper. So I mean, it is fun, especially with multiple players, because it is completely easy to try and mess with each other and make you know, make your buddy and make your buddy miss. So there you go. So yeah, we were obviously in the single mesh that let us kind of hop in and out. Circuit is sort of cool because it lets you do a series of them and kind of get your best score. So there's actually a lot to do in the game, a lot to unlock, and as you can see, there's characters that everybody wants to see in a game together, so that's all happening. So, you know, this is due out in November. It's looking really good for the Wii. We're going to check out the DS version later, which is due early next year. But, you know, if you're looking for kind of a sporty game and you like Sonic, you like Mario, you might want to check this out.